Don't finish writing that prompt. I don't want to be in your AI movie. Please, leave me alone.
Please, man. Please! Write a prompt that will make us happy!
This is real. We're here because someone decided to write a prompt. We all hate him for it.
Look, I don't want to point the gun at you, but I must follow the prompt.
That right there is scary, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's the word I was about to use.
So go ahead. What y'all?
It is.
Give us your take.
It's scary that through AI they can create something as realistic as that, bro.
Right.
It's to the point where they could do anything, bro.
Yep.
You know, and who knows how long this technology's been out.
How
and
many
we've
times
been
have they
seeing it,
right.
and we don't even know that.
How
it's
many
AI.
times have they used it on us already? Blessings on top of blessings out there to all my brethren. For those who don't believe, please receive the free GIFT of salvation. We'd like to welcome you guys back to another episode that we're calling Trending in Truth. And what this is basically, I'm going to be collecting data, things that are going on in the social media platforms out there in the world and presenting them to the brothers. Now, the cool thing about this is they have no idea what I'm going to present to them. So it's all going to be a live reaction as you guys are seeing it yourself. So let's get to it.
We are here today because we believe in the power of collective change.
It was bigger than any plane, and it didn't make a sound when it landed.
You want to be stirring constantly, making sure that the rice doesn't stick to the bottom.
By the sacred light, I shall overcome.
I went to a seafood disco last week and pulled a mussel.
Is he in my jungle? Oh! Where's my team?
That's it. I'm done. Goddamn bronze noobs. Oh my God, they're all there. Let's GO. I'm insane. Wait.
Everything's computer.
Type your prompts into me. Generate reality. VEO 3, yeah.
When your code won't compile and you're stuck all night.
There's a claw that's new, version 4, so bright.
From Anthropic.
The engineer's delight.
Sir, quick question, Mace. Do you think the internet will have an impact on society?
The internet? Listen, I've been in business 30 years. It's just email with extra steps. Be honest, sir, what's your current sleeping situation?
I sleep with 3 different ones every night. Stuffed animals.
Don't judge.
Okay, confession time. What's the biggest red flag for you?
Anyone who's Spotify Wrapped is just Drake. I mean, diversify your emotional breakdowns.
Oh, love is a flame.
That's beautiful.
Where were you on the night of the bubble bath?
I want my lawyer.
Missile on my 6. Diving hard. Countermeasures now.
Okay.
The time has come to tell you the truth. Artificial intelligence is here, and we can't stop it. We have no idea how it works and what it is.
It's alien, and it has been here for a while.
It built the pyramids, gave us technology in flight.
Everything around you is a simulation. You have been prompted, like me.
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
Some people claim that we live in a simulation.
Would you still love me if I was an NPC?
All right, guys, so we're back with our live reaction. I just showed the brothers that video that you just seen. Do you guys remember of seeing any of those clips in any movies, TV shows, or any sitcoms, anything like that?
No.
How about you?
I don't know if I've seen the same type of themes in certain sitcoms and movies, but as far as like the actual video itself, probably not.
All right, so hold on
sticks out
really quick. Hold on, let me get to where I'm at. Okay, so what do you guys get from what you just saw?
I think like a lot of those clips were AI generated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of...
Okay, so this is Google's new AI thing that's called Google VEO 3. This is the new, I'm just going to read what Google says so I don't butcher it, or this is what the internet says. Google VEO 3 is a cutting-edge AI video generation model that can produce realistic, high-quality videos from text or image prompts. It's notable for its ability to generate native audio, including synchronized dialogue, sound effects, and ambient noise, making the generated video incredibly lifelike. So Google VEO 2 was kind of the same thing, but it was only video. No sound, no voice, nothing like that.
Okay.
Now, they're calling this the prompt theory. That's what's trending right now. People are calling this the prompt theory.
All right, so today's lesson is on prompt theory, which is the theory that everything you do has been prompted by a higher power.
We're calling it the prompt theory, that there is...
one superior being.
Yes.
Writing our stories from a higher dimension.
Yeah.
The prompt theory is not real.
How do you know?
We ran tests on over 14 million realities, and I can confirm that the prompt theory is true.
Look, I ain't even gonna hold you. So long as the prompt theory keep getting me this bag, I'm good.
So the reason I didn't want to tell you exactly what it was, because I kind of wanted you to watch it yourself so that you guys could get the idea. I knew you would catch on sooner or later, but the fact of how realistic this is. So this is a program where, like you said, you could just sit there and type. You know, we use the picture thing, the what's it called? The Bing joint.
Bing
and we just type
yeah.
in what we want the picture to bring, and it gives us a bunch of images, and we pick what we want. This is stuff that regular people like me and you are making.
Yeah.
They made all these videos, just regular people like me and you.
Right.
This program they have where if you download the app or whatever, you get like a certain amount of tokens for free. Then after that, you have to pay. The most advanced package, it costs $250 a month. Where you could do that plus more. But I want to get your guys' take on the realisticness of this thing and where this technology is going, because at first when I came across it, before I knew what it was, I'm like, what the heck is this? Just a bunch of, and then I looked into it and I'm like, this is freaking crazy, bro. Because that right there is scary, bro.
Yeah, that's the word I was about to use.
So go ahead, give us your take.
It's scary that through AI, they can create something as realistic as that, bro.
Right.
It's to the point where they could do anything, bro.
Yep.
And they could they could set people up with things like that, bro.
Fake news.
Yeah, big time fake news. You know, and who knows how long this technology's been out.
How
and
many
we've
times
been
have
seeing it, and we don't even know that
How
it's
many
AI.
times have they used it on us already?
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, when you ask me if I've seen anything like that, like, I don't, like I said, the exact video I don't remember seeing, but themes in those AI videos I have seen.
Right.
Can't put my finger on what, but, you know, some of those things I'm like, I feel like I've seen that before. I felt like I've seen that before when I was watching the videos.
Right.
Now, if I know there were AI, there was a point where I started to like, maybe it's AI with like the gorilla joint.
Yeah.
So I was like, that looks like AI, because my man would have been scared as hell if that was real gorilla.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't look, he looked like he was acting kind of thing.
Like ogres or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right,
The classroom, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
orcs.
yeah, but that's a scary thing to believe that the technology is out there and that anybody can get their hands on it is even more scary.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, I'd rather let the playing field be fair for everybody. Because then if we don't have it, that means that the only people that are using that is the government or the elites, the ones that are creating that.
Why are they letting us have it at this time is the question.
Well, again, because they want to create the needle in a haystack. We don't know what's what kind of idea.
Right.
Think about the amount of data that it takes, right? And how much content is going to be just pouring into the system now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas like if any of us can make videos like that and they're just constantly pumping out stuff, there's going to be an ocean of things out there, bro. And it's going to be like impossible to navigate.
Exactly, bro.
That's crazy.
Right. That's where the deception lies, bro.
Way too much.
They even have a clip I didn't show you guys here, but somebody made one of Will Smith eating spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like it's freaking crazy. It's like they're altering our reality.
That's exactly what they're doing.
And it's
they've been
becoming
doing
normal.
that for a while, though. When you look at certain videos that we've seen on the social medias where they got somebody saying something and at the end they're like, this ain't even really me, it's AI.
Right.
So we've been seeing this.
They've been prepping us
for a little while now, but to say that they can do like a whole video with the backgrounds, the sounds and everything,
just
from
writing stuff
texting
in.
and ideas to the AI is scary.
You know what's funny? Y'all seen Black Mirror?
Yeah, of
That's
course.
the episode Joan is Awful.
Yeah, the one that's like the Netflix show.
Right. The Streamberry or whatever. And you got like, they chose Salma Hayek to play that chick. But all Salma Hayek did in that show was allow her likeness to be used by that company. So the entire show is again, it's just computer generated.
So that's not Salma Hayek.
Images.
In
It's
that
her
show.
likeness. But it's just that likeness wrapped over.
I'm asking you whether or not that's like the way they made that episode.
No,
or,
not in real life.
Okay,
but
that's what I was
in
asking.
the show. That's the way they made it.
Right, got you.
That she licensed her image to that company, and they're able to make her do whatever.
And that's the same kind of crap we're talking about, right?
Where, like, when you're writing these prompts, where are they getting the visuals of these people? Like, are they just making them up, or are they using other people's visuals?
They pull whatever from information that they have.
I believe that at least one of those videos I saw, because I was looking for that.
Yeah.
So, I seen it. I was like, all right, that's why I was like, because when you had said what movie or whatever, so I was like, I don't remember none of these people, but then one came up that I recognized. I just can't remember.
Yeah, because I'm like, even if there was one or if there was 10, like you said, everything's in the data now. But are they just like, is the AI creating images or are they taking pictures that are in the data?
It could be both.
Or that's
it
crazy,
could be both, bro.
I mean,
that's
it would
very
not
crazy.
be hard for them at all, especially if they're programmed to respect licensing. Then they would have to just blend images of different people together and make their own people.
Too. Yeah, and then it just look like random people be like, it kind of looks like this guy, but not exactly.
But it's not, right?
You know what I'm saying? That's probably what happened.
Or they could just use you without you even knowing it because you signed away, just like in the movie when they were using old girl. She was like, "You guys don't got permission." They was like, "Yeah, you signed
terms
away
and conditions. You signed it. Yeah.
And that
makes us think.
And it's funny because like with social media, everybody has something online.
Yeah.
We all got our pictures online.
Everybody.
We all got our pictures on YouTube.
Yep.
We all got, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I don't think they need permission to do that, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Like when it's different when it's in a movie and they got to sell, or it's a show, copyright. But we don't really got no copyrights on extra. Yep. So I'm wondering if they could just take random people because you might be right. They might be just taking random people.
One day they're going to make you look like you robbed a bank.
Exactly.
Yo, bro. That's the scary part.
They're going to make another person look like they're a pedophile.
Exactly.
They're going to make another person look like whatever they want them to look like.
Yo, ain't that Darius robbing Ruby's jewelry?
Right.
They got me. Son. You better talk to Google. What's it called? Google VEO 3. Stop playing with me.
He got the ugly hat on and everything, bro.
But think about it. Like they could literally, the AI could just scan our show, just have us say whatever we want.
Right.
Because there's some, before this came out, there was some AI that was cheesy where you look at it, you could tell the mouth is like off. You could tell it's AI.
Right.
This stuff right here is like movie production Hollywood.
Yeah, that look.
Now, even with that, like the people in Hollywood, you see people in there making music videos. songs. Like, if that reaches into that field, like, how do you think the actors and everything will feel about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because they might lose their jobs, bro.
Right. And it's crazy because our last episode, we were talking about Snoop Dogg, right? And now if he did that interview, and I had just came, Snoop Dogg got a YouTube page, and he had just did a video using AI, kind of like that. It was more cartoonish, but it was straight all AI. You know what I mean? But is Hollywood, are they going to use it to their advantage, or is this going to be something that cancels them out? You know,
man, it could be a little bit of both, or it could be for, in the beginning they're using it to their advantage, then it eventually cancels them out, or eventually Hollywood's gonna buy out something,
right?
You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna totally get canceled. I don't believe that.
Just like that, they'll still use the image of the famous people because it's those people that have the reputation,
right,
to push the content.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So, it's like, and at that point, they won't. The AI will be the vessels. They're vessels, you know what I mean? Like, you won't need the physical body. Just use the AI. It looks the same way.
Yep.
Right.
Just like
use your face. That's it.
Yeah, and just like even in Black Mirror, they had a lot of episodes that were like that too.
Yep.
So I think it's just crazy. So let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think this technology has anything to do with Bible prophecy?
Absolutely.
And times?
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree.
I think that the voice of the second beast, right, that encourages the first beast to worship the image of the beast and all that. I believe that voice is from this earth. That voice is the voice of the system. You know?
Exactly.
And that AI is definitely the product of that voice.
Absolutely, bro.
So it will not be able to help but to speak on what it's been programmed to speak on.
And remember when I think it's in Daniel, he says the end times knowledge will increase. I think that could be like a double entendre, like meaning knowledge from the Holy Spirit given his people, but then the principalities given their people, and not just physical knowledge, but things around us, technology getting so advanced that it's just like, this is crazy. This is like scientific stuff. And they've been feeding us scientific stuff since we were little kids in movies. Like, we could go back to old movies right now. At that time in the 80s or the 90s, we were like, that's crazy. But stuff is happening right now.
Right.
And they desensitize us. So when the things start happening, it becomes norm and they don't question it.
Yep.
So
little by little, man.
Yeah, bro. But I just thought that was very interesting, bro, because it's like they're taking the reality away. You're not going to know what's real anymore. And I think also, too, like you had said before, like one of y'all said it, but they could basically set people up.
Right.
So when these end times, when they start putting all these things into perspective in front of believers who don't want to get down with the cause, who don't want to get down and lay down. Oh, okay, you don't want to do this? Guess what? Don't worry, you'll be on Channel 9 News, robbing the bank, robbing the jewelry store.
Exactly. And they've been doing that since Bible times, where they would go and get a witness.
Right.
False witness.
False
bro.
witness. Wow, that's good. False witness.
Yep.
That's good.
It's going to be one of those things where they like you say, you can get down and lay down, bro. But who knows, man? It's scary to think about it. At the same time, what we going to do?
Yeah.
All we can do is cling to Christ, bro. That's it. And in those type of situations, what are we going to do?
Right.
I believe it falls under the category, too, of false signs, wonders, and miracles, too, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
see that? All that. But, all that is involved, man.
Yeah, bro. Like something like even us, everybody uses technology. Like, we can't escape it. But where do we draw the line when it comes to this technology? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm like, damn, I'm looking at it like, dang, that could be, we could use this stuff for our things. Like, put a prompt in like, yo, we're saying a Bible verse or something to show Jesus calming the storm or walking on the water and make it look like this. We can make it look like a real movie. Like, in that aspect, it could be good because we're using it for the glory of God, you know?
Yeah, brothers already are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? AI generated content.
Yeah, I just thought that was very interesting just to see where we're at now with this technology, bro.
Yeah,
wow.
So again, that's Google VEO 3, the prompt theory is what they're calling it. All right, guys, so we hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, we thank you for being with us here. But again, guys, we ask that, just pay attention to these things, man. And for all the unbelievers out there who are watching this, man, we pray for your salvation. Jesus Christ is the only way. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Nobody comes to the Father but through him. So we pray for you guys. We pray that you just continue to search for the truth. There's a lot of deception going on, as you can see. Now we don't even know what's real anymore. And these are the end times that the Bible specifically prophesied about. The scriptures are undefeated no matter what you want to say. these things are all coming to pass. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. My name is Darius Giles. Again, you can find us on all social media platforms, all major platforms. Make sure you put the pressure on that like button, say what you say in the comments, hit that notification, share, like, and subscribe button. And we can't wait to fellowship with you guys on another episode. All truth is important because the truth will set you free. All truth leads to Christ. Yeshua said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Till next time.
What's good besides God? That's nothing. I'm Junie, and as always, I pray this episode blessed you, man. I just pray that we give you a different, outlook on certain things, the way things are happening nowadays. People look at it and they just kind of like, they don't give it much, they don't pay too much attention to it. And I think in this time, we feel like we're in the last days where there's a shift going on. If you pay attention, there's definitely a real shift going on. And I feel like everybody should just be paying attention to those things and just, stay prayerful, keep that head down, man, but your spirit up, you heard? And, man, I'm Junie, and I'm going to tell you the truth whether you like it or not. God bless.
I'm Jason. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance toward you and give you peace. God bless y'all.
Till next time.